Chardon.
Like that one student family, the Chardon, so like, close enough.
This week we're in the Porcupine Mountain Wilderness State Park, located in the Upper Peninsula of State Michigan. We're going to go back for 4 nights, 5 days, about 16 to 20 miles depending on our route. Weather's going to be beautiful all week, so come along and enjoy the trip.
Except for that rain on Tuesday. That might happen with Silver. Okay, romantic.
There are 4 sites over this way. We're heading on the North Mirror Lake Trail in the morning, heading uphill to Mirror Lake, but there's 4 sites. Hopefully they're open, and hopefully it's not right next to the trail, so we will see.
We made it to, we kind of decided to break camp for the day. It's about 6 o'clock at night. Everyone's setting up in a tight little area. Yeah, all the other campsites were kind of full, so we're doing dispersed camping this first night. We found a site that looked like it was already kind of set up, so it's got some room, so it's good, but can't argue with the view, that's for sure. Got a nice view.
We can set up right on top of its nest.
Camp time with a little bit of hot chocolate. Tonight, featured meal is a vegetarian black bean burrito for 6 people with some Mexican rice.
Got some big ribs.
Camp food.
Is that a
Leftovers.
turkey club sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
Outfitters jungle net, I think that's what it was called. It's large, it seems spacious. I wanted to make sure I could hang it a diagonal inside my bug net. And Eno's ones were not rated very good for diagonal hangs.
So our first night here is at Lake of the Clouds. We ended up taking a dispersed campsite that we kind of stumbled upon because all the other ones were booked. People were already occupied in them. I guess you can occupy them as soon as 3 p.m. And what we're going to do here is, it seems like most people are cleaning up their dishes for the evening. They went and they hung the food bag.
I know. He is going to throw the stick, which has the paracord tied to it, up and over the fallen tree to create a hanging place for the bear bed.
That's like that.
Oh, that was close.
Hey.
And now we're going to come back lounge, and then everybody's going to go to sleep early tonight and get ready for day 2, where we're going to hike down the Mirror Lake Trail to Mirror Lake and camp there if there's an open site. Otherwise, we're going to head further on up towards Lake Superior on our trail. All right, it's about 9:30. We are set to leave our campsite here, and we're going to make our way to Mirror Lake. We'll see how that goes. How's that hill?
I could use a few more switchbacks.
I could have used a few more switchbacks too. We
Sure.
still have our crew coming up. That is a ridiculous climb with packs on.
Can't even see the steepest part of it.
It's just straight up.
Hiking on the trail for a while now, but we're less than a mile from Mirror Lake. The big decision after some resting will be if we move forward and try to get a little closer to the falls, cut some hike time off later in the week, or if we relax, enjoy the area, and stay put for the night. There are 60 camping sites in the Porkies, and they seem to be filled up quickly far before their 3 p.m. check-in time. Really, it's first come, first serve. So we'll take what we can get. We might push ahead and see if we can get an actual site so we don't have to bushwhack. Then we can have a fire, and then a bear pole is there for us. The biggest question will be our energy and water source.
Stopping for a lunch at Mirror Lake.
That's not it.
Savory bites, wheat crackers, whole grain,
This is it.
open honey.
Little lunch bags, we all made up. Everybody's got different snacks. Decided to push past our campsites at Mirror Lake. We are going to go about 3 more miles further, see if we can get in another group of campsites. Looks like it's gonna rain tomorrow, so the more miles we put in today, the less we have to do in the rain tomorrow, which is nice. Coming up on one of the cabins you can rent up here on the Porcupine Trail. We did about 7 miles today, which was pretty good for the size of our group, the number of breaks and stuff. It seems that we found a pretty good site. There's no water directly at the site, but we do have this stream probably about 100 yards away down a hill, which works out. It's very nice. I'm just down here kind of cooling off. Everyone else is setting up. We set up early. They're getting dinner. It's probably about 5 o'clock right now. We're gonna have a fire tonight, relax. There'll be a storm tomorrow. We don't know what time though, so we might wake up to rain, or it might be dry in the morning, and then we just have to hike and hope we don't get too rained on. But man, this is a nice creek just to sit in and rest. Oh, my tired feet. Very pretty.
I'm the opposite track.
The morning of our 3rd day here, everyone's kind of packing up. We're gonna head out. We did have a storm come through last night, but we didn't get hit by the rain. We saw the lightning. We're hoping that that was it and there is no rain. But from there, we're gonna start heading out, make our way to Lake Superior, and hopefully get a campsite. We passed some people along the trail. They said it was pretty good. We'll see. trails out here are really, really well marked. You got blue dots like every so many trees. So it's actually really nice to see all the trails and where you're going. And they're well labeled, they have good signs, everything, you can see it all. And it just walks along a nice pretty little river.
River crossing.
Favorite part of the hike, JB?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
I'm just kidding.
The when it's over.
Night 3 campsite on Lake Superior. Storm's coming through. We just barely beat the rain, I think, by like a half hour. But it's coming down now, and this is our site. Got some tents out there. That one's really in the rain. I hope you guys are covered. And then we got the 2 hammocks. I don't know if you can see them in the distance. Nope, right there, way back there.
We arrived to this beautiful campsite. We're on Lake Superior, which you can see behind me. And we luckily decided to have lunch and then decided to stay at the same site. And sure enough, probably not even an hour later, it starts downpouring. Like windy, downpouring, and there's a ridiculous amount of flies, as you can see buzzing around my face. Take a look at my feet. They're just covered in flies. Like, picked a spot right along the shore and so excited. It's like great view, we're gonna have a nice breeze. Did not know that also meant it was going to be pouring rain. So we didn't have, we weren't in our tent, it was pouring rain, we're sopping wet, and the tent is practically flooding. There's like a river running everywhere around it. So we're standing under Eric and Angie's hammock tent for literally about an hour. We moved the tent to a higher ground. That was fun. And now Joe's in there drying things out. And it looks like the rain stopped, so that's good. And now I'm hoping to dry off. Yay.
Not too bad. We got set up in time for the rainstorm. But what surprised us is it became a nice river through the camp. All the way down the walkway, pouring down the hillside. So I don't know how this camp got placed here, but it was about an inch or two of running water past everybody's feet. Luckily our tent was protected well enough. It's got good size, it didn't get wet. And we were in the hammock the whole time. Sleeping. Oh, it was right under us, about an inch or two of water just roaring under us. It was hilarious.
Well, I was still in the process of setting up my hammock and the whole thing, and the rain started coming down, and I got soaked, and one of my stakes came up, got my whole bug net wet underneath my hammock, so, but now it's airing out. Rain's done.
It was pretty crazy. It was a lot of rain, a lot of wind, real quick, real fast came in. A lot of us have wet shoes, wet hiking boots and such. Wet socks, we're drying them out by the fire. And hopefully tomorrow will be good for our hike. We only got 2 short hikes left, about 4.5 miles each, maybe 5 miles each. And we'll be done. But this is a nice site with the exception of all the black flies. It's just terrible. Day number 4 here. I'm just doing breakfast from the hammock. Went and got the bear bag. Cooked myself up a couple biscuits and gravy and some coffee. And I'm just watching the sunrise over Lake Superior. Everybody else is going to be getting up at their own pace. It's one of those lounge days. We pushed it hard the last 2 days, so today we're kind of going to take it easy and relax. Get some much needed rest and sleep in, which is nice.
I decided to get hiking a little bit earlier than the rest. They're still packing up. I have a couple blisters, so I'm moving a little slower. Also, it's kind of nice sometimes to just take the hike slow and enjoy it, you know.
It's Wednesday morning. We're leaving camp. We're the last ones here. Took some time to sleep in. Mostly ready. The rest got a head start. We'll see how far we get today. Might be 6 miles to a little campground. If the group is feeling exhausted and wants to call it a day early, we might just hike all the way out today. We will see, but it's a nice start to the day. No sign of weather. The bugs have died down a little bit, and we should get some good hiking in.
Made it through all the mud on the trails. I'm sitting here at the rendezvous point with the group. It's the only cabin this part north of the lake, and I'm just chilling at the split that goes to the cabin, waiting for the rest of the group. I didn't get any of the mud trail. I just was trying to.
Oh my god, that was a beast today.
The mud?
Yeah, Jennifer kept saying, American Ninja Warrior. She get 3 feet, she's like, stop, wait.
Oh yeah, did you see the ones that had like the logs and you had to jump over them?
Yeah.
That's what I got, yeah.
You got video of me doing that with the GoPro. And then I ate shit and fell.
On the cleanest spot you could have found in the middle of a mud pit.
Yeah,
where
that's
she
true.
fell.
Yeah,
She didn't get dirty at all.
I like slipped on a rock and like fell into the grass. I was like, yes!
We decided we're gonna hike out today. So a couple people are still back there resting, finishing their lunch. 2 of them went ahead. They're gonna go get the cars and get them back to the trailhead for us. And we're just gonna make our way home, which it'll be really good to sleep in a bed tonight, especially after that storm. Finally made it. You can see the rest of them making it the last few meters out. And we're done, we're going home.
No, he's on this side.
So then 2 are standing on each side.
Oh, it's fine.
Why do you have to take like 100?
No, it's the default setting.